Creepies, I'm your host Sid, and welcome to Do Talking to Me's Scooby-Doo's Day. This time I'll be talking about Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Episode 7, Never Ape an Ape Man. This episode returns to experimenting a bit with its format, but it stands as another testament to how golden the premise of Scooby-Doo was early on. Even while strictly following a formula, Scooby-Doo offered a great deal of variety in the different settings and mysteries presented. One week the gang is in a spooky abandoned manor trying to have a vacation. The next week, in this case, the gang is working as extras in a Z-grade film called The Ape Man of Forbidden Mountain for Daphne's uncle, a film director, though they never appear on camera in the episode or change out of their regular clothes into some kind of different wardrobe.
It sure was swell of you to give us jobs as extras.
Now it's becoming a little clearer where the gang gets their finances from. If not from appearing in bit roles for Grindhouse movies, then certainly Daphne has to have some deeper family connections to the film industry. This is also actually the first case of the gang meeting a family member that leads them to a mystery, something that became a frequent plot device in later iterations of the franchise. At this point, Daphne alone has been shown to have 8 uncles and 5 aunts. The Blakes must be the Scooby-verse version of the Kennedys or something.
All right, Miss Mint, you just run out on the rope bridge, okay?
The mystery begins when Uncle John shoots a scene featuring an actress named Candy Mint, whose name makes me question what kind of movie this actually is, and she's attacked on a rope bridge by who is believed to be a stuntman named Carl in an ape costume, but who actually seems to be a real mad ape. Honestly, it's a little sketchy how this film set has no crew in charge of safety or wires or anything, considering an actress has to cross a flimsy rope bridge hanging over a chasm. Like, there's only 3 crew members on this film, but tons of equipment and sets. Did Uncle John set all of this up on his own? Regardless, the supposed reason why Uncle John is forced to rely on the employ of his niece and her weird friends is because the film he's shooting is based on a legend of an ape man who burned down a mansion, and the locals are frightened of the ape man seeking vengeance over a movie being made about him.
They believe an old legend about a real ape man. They say he's the one that burned down the old mansion years ago.
Honestly, this is probably one of the dumbest backstories for a Scooby-Doo villain, but it's only glossed over and, you know, it's early on in the series and they're trying. Instead of calling animal control to take care of this situation, the gang opt to instead treat this seemingly real violent ape on the loose as an actual mystery that they need to solve. I do gotta hand it to them, the gang are really dedicated to helping people out, even at the cost of being violently beaten to death by a gorilla. The mystery does at least have a few suspects, chief among them Carl the Stuntman, a Vin Diesel of his time who played the Ape Man, but was supposedly knocked out by said Ape Man.
I came in to dress, and a big hairy animal grabbed me and threw me in the trunk.
Sure. Now, I clearly have mixed feelings about this episode. On one hand, the setting of a film set is cool, offering some variety as the gang explores a fake mansion very much like the mansions they'd explore usually, and the exterior artwork perfectly captures the gloomy, smog-ridden skies of Los Angeles. The mansion set itself has all kinds of secret passageways and traps in place that allow for neat antics, except for a repetitive sequence where Shaggy and Scoob are chased around a pool table by the Ape Man for over 10 seconds. On the other hand, though, the Ape Man isn't really a standout villain. He's like the Black Knight or Captain Cutler in that his design is just a by-the-book translation of an archetype, but he's not even at least spooky in this case. At the same time, there is a sense of real danger with the Ape Man because, as far as we can tell, he is just an angry gorilla that wants to kill people. It's honestly probably the most realistically scary Scooby villain, just not the most creative. I think they could have paired the film setting with a better monster. I mean, it's not like this is a Tarzan film being shot. I guess the Ape Man is supposed to be a cryptid like Bigfoot, it just isn't established so well.
Yeah, talk to him. Dog to beast.
Never Ape an Ape Man does establish the depths of Shaggy's stomach, as he's shown being offered by Daphne a Shaggy snack, which looks like a mud pie but is apparently a pot pie with pizza crust, anchovies, cherries, pepperoni, and chocolate sauce. An early example of Shaggy's strange diet. I don't know which is worse, Shaggy for eating it or Daphne for making it.
I'll do it, I'll do it. Oh!
In the end, though, the Ape Man is thwarted through the trickery of the film set, but unusually, he isn't unmasked. Instead, a photo of the Ape Man unmasking was taken by Shaggy earlier, revealing the Ape Man to be Carl the Stuntman. Big shocker. He knew he was so obvious he tried to look like a victim earlier. Carl was scaring people away from the set because he was mad that he didn't get the leading role in the movie, even though he was playing the titular Ape Man in the movie. What a prima donna.
Carl decided to sabotage the picture just because I wouldn't let him play the lead. What a pity.
Well, now Carl's in jail, and Shag and Scoob play a little mystery mask mix-up. Never Ape and Ape Man is an okay episode due to its setting, but not one of the original series' best because of having a weak villain concept. I give it 3 boxes of Scooby snacks out of 5. Want a double dose of Scooby every Tuesday? Support the channel on Patreon or channel memberships and you'll get a bonus episode commentary. The link to this episode's commentary on Patreon is in the description below. If you like this episode, like it, and if you loved it, subscribe for more and click the bell icon to keep track of when future videos and live streams go live. I'd like to thank the true Wolfulite supporters of the Dr. Wolfula Patreon and channel memberships for their pledges. Their support is greatly appreciated and helps the channel continue to grow. Thanks, guys. See you all in the next episode of Do Talking to Me. Jeepies.